from November to March, I made more progress in the gym than I ever had before, and then everything stopped. And here's why. So from November to late March, I was lifting with two of my friends, Jackson and Noah, and I made in that time the most progress that I ever had made in the gym because we were all pushing intensity. It was fun. Never skipped a workout because there were two guys to keep me accountable. But then in late March, I stopped training with them. Something came up. We just got split up, and I was working out now on my own and stopped making progress in the gym completely. Stopped moving up in weight. Physique didn't improve. Workouts were kind of just meh, and the gym stopped being fun. It was awful. But then again, in late April or mid-May, I started working out with Noah again, and I was back. Right, the workouts were better. I was moving up in weight again. The physique was improving again, and it was just more fun, more enjoyable in the gym. And then again, fast forward now to late July, Noah, we sent him off to college, and I'm back to training on myself again. Can you guess what happens? Yeah, the workouts go to shit again, right? It's the intensity's gone again. It's just the workouts are blah. So if you have made the conclusion that I did from listening to this story, is that I needed to be training with a partner. So just this past week, I reached out to a guy that I'd seen in the gym before, and I was like, hey, do you want to get a workout with me? He was like, sure. So we go to the gym, and I'm back again. The workout's good, high intensity, moving the weights up and just really pushing it and attacking that weight. Again, I did the same thing where I invited another friend, Jackson, actually from the original thing. He just switched gyms. So I asked him if I could come to his gym and get a lift with him, and it was a good lift again. All right, so the moral of this story is to train with a training partner, but let's go a little more in depth. Why is it important to train with a training partner, and how can it help you make more progress in the gym? So for one, training with a partner, training with other people really pushes the intensity. You can say self-discipline to push yourself, right? You just train harder when you're around other people. I don't actually know why this is. I think part of it is definitely that they're watching you. You don't want to disappoint them and go soft, because what are they gonna think of me? And that's an awesome thing to have. Caring what other people think of you, especially in the gym, is such a good thing to have because it really can push you. Right? So don't rely on some self-discipline and I want to get better for myself. I'm going to push really hard just for me. It's so much easier to push yourself when you have guys to help push you. Right? Another thing is that if it's scheduled or your lift is scheduled and it's you told people you were going to go and they're relying on you to be there, or they're counting on you to go, you're not going to skip any lifts. Right? Why? What are you going to be like? I didn't feel like going, so I'm not going today, guys. That just doesn't slide if you're lifting with other people, versus if you're with yourself, you can try and talk yourself out of it and end up skipping some lifts. I don't know if you've experienced this, where you really don't feel like going to the gym, so you just don't go. Whereas if you really don't feel like going to the gym, but you have two guys that are like, yo, you're coming tonight, right? Or you're coming to the gym, right? You're not going to skip the lift just because you don't feel like it. Right? Part of being on that calendar and that schedule with them brings consistency, and that's another point, is it'll make you more consistent, or adding on to the scheduling point, never skipping a workout. Consistency is the whole point here, and you make progress by consistently and always just going and hitting your workout, punching the clock, checking the box. It's also way more social, obviously, if you're training with a few guys, and this helps us to merge our fitness with our social life, which is the goal here, right? Make fitness fun and have it be something that you're having fun. If you want a full course on how to build an aesthetic body and maintain and grow your social life at the same time, I'm making a course right now that'll go step by step, really in detail, and give you actionable steps on how to build this aesthetic body and the social life you want. If you're interested in that, click the first link in the description. It'll take you to my private community where you can join the community and get access to the course. So we know we need to lift with a training partner because it's going to push our intensity, it's going to make us more consistent, we're never going to skip a workout, and it's going to make it more fun and more social of an event. But how do we find a training partner to lift with? How do we find people to work out with to really push us and keep us accountable? Well, step one is, if you already have friends that are into fitness, just reach out to them and invite them, right? Like I did with Jackson. We used to lift together, so it was very easy to be like, hey, do you wanna lift? Do you wanna get a lift in next week or this tomorrow? And I go to your gym. That's so easy to do and reach out. Or like all my friends are really into fitness because that's just how friendships work, I guess. Similar interests. But it's so easy for me to be like, hey, Alcox, do you wanna go lift tomorrow? What day are you on? I'm on push day. Oh, me too, let's do it. Right? It's simple. If you don't have friends that are into fitness, go to a gym and find people that look friendly, look approachable, and ask if you can either work in with them or if they just want to lift with you another time. If you know them a little bit, it's a lot easier. Like one of the guys, or the guy that I invited after Noah left, his name was Mitchell, and I'd known him a little bit. I've seen him in the gym before, so it was pretty easy for me to go reach out and ask if he wanted to get a lift in. He said yes. So go to the gym, find someone you know a little bit, and ask them if they want to work out with you in the future. If you know nobody, find guys that look like they're doing similar exercises to you or look like they're on a similar program to this. Like, don't reach out to a calisthenics guy and ask him if he wants to work out with you if you only are doing like weightlifting. That would be silly. So find someone that's doing a similar workout to you, and right, you can start by asking, just like work in with them, and then ask if they want to work out with you sometime. Tip for this is to try and find someone that is more ahead in their fitness than you, or at least like stronger than you and really pushing the intensity. You don't want to work out with someone that is barely hitting the weight and isn't really pushing themselves, because that's going to hold you back. You're not going to push the intensity if the guys around you aren't. And getting invited like to go lift, if you have a limiting belief about like, oh, it's scary to go talk to new people and invite them to something, getting invited to new things, getting invited to go lift, or really anything, is such like a boost in their day. So don't go out and be like, oh, it's so scary, because you're doing this guy a huge favor and totally boosting their day by inviting them. Right? An actionable step here, if you're not lifting with someone already, in this next week, try really hard to just get one lift with another person, and it'll completely change your workout, and you'll never go back to wanting to lift by yourself again. Just one time next week, lift with someone else and see how much your intensity changes and how much better your lift is. Goodbye.